they know who we are.
But tonight, there's a bigger, better future that comes with it. Make sure you believe it. Alright, so I got a lot of comments asking why we're in Here's the list. When you get good, when you wiggle with your magazine, that don't mean it's going to come out. Don't mean it's going to fall out. No, it's not pointed towards me. Look, I got the word. No wiggle at all. No play in there. There ain't no room for that bitch to move. No, it don't fall out when you shoot it. Niggas don't know nothing about guns.
A dumbass shit like that.
I hope you have a good day anyway, even though it looks like you're having a bad day.
Are you gay?
It is something I've been struggling with myself.
You don't know, like, if you are or not?
I've been struggling with it. I've been wrestling with it.
Like, do you think you are?
I'm still getting through things.
Do you talk to a boy? Like, dating a boy?
This is something I'm struggling and wrestling and dealing with.
I feel like you're not a real person. I was about to say the same thing. Like, there's no way you're real. And you're scary, you know? Like, there's no way you're not real. Like, you're not a real person. Like, oh my god.
Why are you so hostile? I hope you have a good day anyway, even though it looks like you're having a bad day. It is something I've been struggling with myself.
You don't know, like, if you are or not?
I've been struggling with it. I've been wrestling with it.
Like, do you think you are?
I'm still getting through things.
If you talk to a boy? Or, like, dating a boy?
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Washington out there with White. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. Bounce pass, Washington. Williams finds Washington. Here's White. Off on the layup.
See, White, you ask why we don't do that for you.
Stolen by Washington. Over Ivy. Washington, that's good.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Takes it from 10. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great.
I make it hard for you, I know.
There's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
White setting the pick for Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed
White
to
did
get to the
green.
rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, how do you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.D. Bickerstaff for a minute. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt.
What?
It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like they'll settle for just
They,
making
like,
LaVine
floated the
work
ball to
as hard as
himself.
possible. Guys?
I threw it right to you, my boy.
Absolutely locks down on the defensive end. Thompson creating offense now with that defense.
Washington passes to LaVine.
You ain't going nowhere.
Washington with the screen on Thompson. No one covering.
And that's exactly what he's looking for.
That's what I do.
Draining the triple.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ivy with it. He's picked up by White. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Thompson.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 5, Malik Beasley.
And here is Duran. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Cunningham's got his second basket of the game. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Cade eager but not rushed at that time, just jumping at the chance with a quick shot.
For the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Tobias Harris. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. You look at Washington, one of the league's best, third in steals.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Craig kicks to Washington. Pass to Giddey. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Drills it from outside.
And the nice stroke, that's coming along for Josh Giddey.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. The Pistons leading. Now here's Stewart. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Detroit.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shooter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Hardaway. All sorts of time. Craig pulls it in.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Not loose. Pass to Washington. Back to Giddey. Horton Tucker gets a screen from Washington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Duran.
I mean, even from over here, you can see.
I'm going to the voodoo lake. The root lake is rich.
Pistons will make substitutions. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. We've got Hardaway. Malik Beasley out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Clinton in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Chicago leading by 10. Washington, that's for 2. White the pass to Washington. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Sasser can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they have. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pistons trail by 11. Now Sasser, he has yet to score. Stewart misses. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
And Vucevic hits to Washington. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Washington's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. It's a 10-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Harris dishes to Ivy. Harris against White. Harris passes to Cunningham. Now, here's Ivy. Defense is right there. Hits the three-point bomb. Ivy's got 7 points in the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Dosunmu. Still scoreless. Here's Vucevic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Duran. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A former lottery pick in Jalen.
We try hard.
First time I made up my mind to do a loud Bulls fan.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And hello, everybody.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team? And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead. Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The wingmen, White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Washington in at the point. And Duran slams it in.
Playing his role, paying dividends there for Duran.
And great credit the Pistons fans for sticking with them after a tough season
Zach
last year.
Levine.
Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, when you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal, they're hungry, and the future is going to be bright in Detroit, I promise you that.
Washington with it. 12 points for him. Williams passes to Washington. And here's Levine. He's covered
How
by
the fuck he
Thompson.
get the ball?
Here's Ivy. That one doesn't drop.
Get it, Zach.
Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Ivy.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Harris. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Washington kicks to Levine. Back to Washington. Outside, Levine. Pulls from the top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Levine's got 9 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Thompson looking for an opening. Cunningham's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
I called my cousin on the phone, same cousin that let me to Christ when I was 8 years old. I told him
We've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Billy decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. So for the Bulls, Torrey Craig comes in for Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in for Zach Levine. Pass to Dosunmu.
What the fuck, Dosunmu?
Back to Washington. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From deep, Williams. And that game, no good by Chicago. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Harris.
That's
Rebound by
pure murder.
Williams.
You overcame by listening to God's voice and doing
Cunningham
it
against
and obeying
Washington.
it.
Over Cunningham.
So let's go
Dosunmu, the pass to
into
Washington.
what happened from there.
Man, that's some
The
bullshit.
demonic realm, God gave you some vision. Talk about what happened at that
Bring it up
point.
for the Detroit Pistons. Off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And then to the first of a 2-game road trip. Harris drove the double. Cunningham for 3. Rebound by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got his 5th rebound in this one.
2013.
His touches
No,
left
nigga.
him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player, and he's very
In the car, you got them in a house.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. I like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much.
We got the look in it.
Williams can't get it to go.
Everybody in the house.
Trailed by 9.
Dang, I couldn't take that down.
Not even just sneak off. I just walked out of the house.
We've got
by myself, everybody left behind, all the red cook, all that by myself.
During one of the league's most powerful players, he doesn't mess around close to the basket.
Still right beside me, that black hoodie on. And while I'm walking, he just
last touch by Green.
Into the parking lot. And I felt my soul leaving my body. It hurted so bad I couldn't even scream. That's just how bad it hurt. He was literally snatching my soul out of my body. And out of nowhere, I just started saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. And every time I said it, it like it tormented me. And you know, in dreams, it be kind of crazy. Stuff disappears. And out of nowhere, a house disappears. And every time I said I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, he be like scratching his head. It's tormenting him. So he walked up to the house and got the water hose that was on the house, put it in his mouth.
On defense, he recognizes
got some duct tape,
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
I mean, his body just bust everywhere,
the pass to
and
Washington.
it turned into a bunch of the naked mole rats, like the little pink rats with no hair on.
He was able to put
They
up the
just
time,
running
but doesn't
everywhere.
fall.
Neither one
And
of
so
them
it's
ran
Chicago,
out.
enjoying a
And years
12-point
later,
lead
God
as they
was
talk
telling me
things
that
over
was
during
me
the break.
leaving my old life behind.
Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
The devil knew I did my life.
Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's convicted.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and killing the devil showed me the power that God had gave me by surrendering my life to Christ. God been waiting on me.
And guys, hold on. And give the word, we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Man,
well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Chicago.
They really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Prophets.
He knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And he just telling me how he's been drinking and smoking, chilling, trying to make what he at now.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
I'm going to be chilling with my homeboy.
15 seconds left in the game.
No
Levine finds Washington,
ain't no
and here is Williams. Sweet move. He lays it in.
So, I woke up from that dream, and I told his brother, I said, man, bro, your brother just came to me in a dream. I said, bro,
and so
I don't
Chicago
know what it
takes this
is.
one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Got in a situation to this guy here. The police came. He ran from the police. He hit the other cop, but he had witnesses. He ended up going to prison for 3 years. Blessedly, he didn't die. But I told him, I said, you can either die or go to prison. So he ended up going to prison. Now, I had another situation where one of my friends, I had a phone call. Like a week before that, I had an urge to call him. You know what I'm saying? Just to check on him. I did not call. Then I had, the next week somebody called me and said, man, you know what I'm saying, your homeboy got shot in the chest. My heart dropped when I got that phone call, because I was like, I just was supposed to call him. So it hurted me deep, because I know if I would have called him, I probably could have prayed with him and rebuked the devil of his life. God would have showed me what was going on with him. And man, I remember watching Sid Roth's Supernatural. I used to watch that show faithfully, just watching Supernatural Encounters. And I watched one interview, it had just came out, where the lady, her brother ended up dying. And the people called her and said her brother died. So her and her husband, they was men and women of God. So they just made up in their mind. They said, man, let's just pray. They prayed for him. Next thing you know, they get a phone call saying that he woke up in the morgue. Before they even embalmed his body, he woke up in the morgue. So I said, man, let me pray for my homeboy. Because it was the day, he died the day before. I said, man, let me pray for my homeboy. I went to praying for him, and I closed my eyes. I would never forget. I saw him in a jail cell, holding the bars, looking around, terrified, and demons would just pop out and just scare him out of nowhere. But when he was on earth, he had big dreadlocks. The stick was probably like this size. In hell, he had no hair. Demons cut his dreads off, humiliated him, had him in the jail cell, just popping up out of nowhere, just scaring him. Because a lot of people don't know. He was a gangster when he was on earth. But I lived in that hospital. He was terrified of scary movies. A lot of people didn't know, but he would not watch a scary movie. He was terrified. So that was his fear. So the demons in hell know your fears. Whatever you fear on earth, they're going to torment you with that. So the people that go to hell, whatever your fear was on earth, the devil torments you with that hell. You can see his thoughts. He was so terrified. And the demons, they so playful. They would just pop out and just scare him. And he know that they're going to come back and scare him. He just was like holding on to the jail bars, like scared, like looking around, like, because he knew they were coming back. And they would just pop out and just scare him. He in the jail cell, looking at the jail cell. A demon would pop out from both sides and just like scare him, because they know he was terrified. And it was two of them. They would pop out and just terrify him. They knew that it tormented him, and they got a thrill out of it. Like they was laughing, like like they got a thrill out of him being tormented, because they knew, okay, they used him on earth. You know what I'm saying? For voodoo, witchcraft. Like it was a situation where he killed his own cousin. Like they was really using him. He was one of the people that was ready for whatever, whenever on earth. The demons really can use him whenever they get ready. And this is my friend, so I feel sorrowful for even talking about this, because when I was in the street, we glorified that type of stuff. So looking back now, like we really was glorifying demons, not even knowing that the same demons that was using us to glorify this stuff was like a fish to pull. When you fish, like they reeling your soul more and more, getting you closer to him. So the minute they snatch you out of the water, it's like they snatching your soul when it's time for you to die and dragging you to the hill, like we just pull a fish out of the water. So man, it's just sorrowful to even me thinking back my friend hell. Sad. Because I pray that every viewer that's watching this make a detour and be on their way to heaven in Jesus. I remember when I was living in my hometown, Bells Lake, Florida. It was this guy that stayed next door to me. Well, not next door, he stayed in the next building over. And one day I was leaving out of the neighborhood, the Holy Spirit like ministered to me. So I said, okay, I'll minister to him when I come back from the store. We had to go get some groceries. So I'll minister to him when I get back. When I got back, I didn't see him. So one night, I'm in the room, sleep, about 3 o'clock in the morning. He come knock on the door. He drunk, but he asked me, can we take him to town? Because we stayed on the outskirts of the town. He was like, can we take him to town? I'm like, man,
we not gonna drive to town this time of night. He like, man, come on, man. I'm like, no, we not driving to town this time of night. So God was telling me then to minister to him. But you know, me being tired, I'm like, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So he left. He went home. I had a dream. A man with a black hoodie on came to. He walked up to my door. He was like, no, I can't go in there. So he left off my porch and went around to the dude's house. And he went in there and took something out of the house and left. So when he took something out of the house, he left. I woke up, I'm like, what's that dream mean? I'm leaving out of the neighborhood again. I see the dude. I said, I'm gonna go minister to him. As soon as I get back, I'm ministering to him today. I don't care who he around. I gotta get this word out. Got back, he went there. A couple of days later, I get a phone call. Him and his little brother was sitting in the car. Somebody walked up with him and shot the whole car with him and his little brother. The video was going around. People sent the video around. Then, man, I felt so sorrowful because I hesitated on telling him the word of the Lord. I went to sleep that night. I was walking across the street in my dream, and he was walking across the street, and he looked me directly in my eyes. He didn't say one word, but his spirit spoke and said, why didn't you tell me? Man, it broke me. I was like, from that day forward, I never hesitated to tell somebody the word of the Lord. But I just felt like stuff like that, I had to go through stuff like, I wish I didn't, because I probably could have prayed death off that brother. But stuff like that only make me stronger now. I don't care who you is, where we at, tell you the word.
I just love that, how he can use all things together for good, and that's what he's doing. You know, I think about it's 1 John 3:15 that says, anyone that hates your brother or sister is a murderer, and no murderer has eternal life. And that spirit of murder was on you. And I noticed that you hated people with that, didn't you?
Yes.
And it just shows how Jesus can change your heart.
That murderous spirit was so strong. I remember there was a time where this dude, now he was a known shooter. He'll shoot you on the spot, rob you on the spot, whatever. But one day we chilling at my friend's house. Everybody just chilling at my friend's house. We was in this dangerous neighborhood. Everybody in Orlando, Florida, nobody. It's called Carver Shore. So we at my homeboy house. I'm on the side of the house. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was probably rolling up some weed to get ready to smoke. And the dude, I think he went to the side of the house to go use the bathroom or something. So he walking back by, he stepped on my shoe. I say, bro, you straight? I'm like, you good? So I said in an aggressive way to let him know I'm on whatever you want. Yeah, I know you know I'm doing what you're doing, but I'm ready for it. He stepped on my shoe. I say, good. He was like, oh, my bad. I was so surprised. He said, oh, my bad. I'm thinking both of us from the pull out, it was going to get to that. Because I was ready for it. It was a time in my life I didn't care about John. I didn't care about none of that because I was living for the devil. And then I was all my homeboys on the same thing. So you got the spirit, he got the spirit, he got the spirit. All those spirits come together and they get strength. So I'm thinking, man, this man about to probably have to wait a minute. But he walked up and I was still there, like, shocked as to why he didn't. This is so crazy, but I was just ready. I was ready for him. And so many other occasions. One more. I remember I was walking with my friend. He had just broken into the house. He had to do clothes. And he had to, they broke in the man's house, took his jewelry, his clothes, his drugs. They took his money. And I'm in school. So I ain't had nothing to do with this. I come home from school and we going to one of our friend's house in Orlando. So we get out the car. Me and my homeboy that broke in the man's house. We see the dude who clothes he got on. When we walk past the guy looked back like, bro, where you get them from? Me, I'm like, bro, don't question my homeboy. He like, man, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Like, that stuff was familiar. saying that, bro. Don't push me. I'm gonna watch that one. But don't push
Up next, the Bulls taking on the Bucks for the Chicago Bulls. The Stars have aligned, performing better than last season.
I say, man, what you want to do? We could die right here, right? I ain't say this out my mouth, but in my mind, I'm like, we could die right here, right now. So I'm like, man, bro, don't question my homeboy. But my homeboy standing behind me. All the while, this something he got into, but he ain't saying not one word. Now when I look back, I'm like, I'm about to die by a situation I had nothing to do with, but I was itching for blood, so I didn't care about going out I didn't care about dying young. I didn't feel like I was gonna make it to be an adult anyway, because how life was going. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically, now that I think back now, I didn't know that I didn't mind dying or I didn't care. But now when I look back at how I was living, that is the fruit of somebody that don't care about their life. I really didn't care about my life.
Here is John Dudley's story on being surrounded by a wolf pack.
Story is crazy. I was telling a friend of mine about it. The story of you were in Alberta and you shot an elk and these wolves circled the elk. How many wolves were there?
Well, at first there was just the one. The one came in, and the one came in on us, and that's one I do want to say off the beginning. One thing that I always do as a hunter is I always buy a predator tag if it's available. If I know that I can get that I can buy a tag for coyotes or wolves, I always have one in my pocket, because you do see they're out there, and they're out there way more now. And this is an exact reason why you got to do it, because literally we had an elk down, and next thing you know, we're out there kind of getting it ready to to cut it up and stuff and get it out of there, and all of a sudden this big wolf comes in, and I had spotted it, and we weren't really being noisy, so I ended up shooting that wolf, and it kind of went off, and with the bow there's no noise. So what we didn't realize was there was a pack there, and that was actually, it was an alpha female, is because of the size of it. I mean, you saw the size of it. Yeah. It's as big as me, and it actually went off, and then we kind of thought, oh, that was freaking freaky. Well, then about 20 minutes later, all of a sudden we see another one, and we see another one, and we're kind of like, holy crap. So we start moving into this draw, and one of them was like making like a noise, almost like it was injured or something. I was like whimpering. So we're like, what is the deal? So we were on high ground with the elk, and then we started moving down into this ravine because we saw the wolves down in there. And next thing you know, we get down in there, and I start looking around, and there's like hair on the trees. There's like, I mean, it looked like that movie Into the Gray. The Gray. That's exactly what it looked like.
Liam Neeson.
There was like freaking hairy turds everywhere. It was just, there was like beds. There was hair rubbed on the trees. And I start looking around. There's like holes dug in. And I'm like, I literally look at my two buddies that were there with me, and I said, we're right in the freaking den. Like, and I think that elk was not too far, our elk wasn't too far.
So when you shot an elk, that they probably thought of as theirs.
Oh, they definitely thought of it was theirs. Yeah, they definitely thought that was theirs. So then once we're down there, all of a sudden we hear this howl. We're like down there, we hear this howl, and it was definitely an alpha, because in alphas, the howl, it literally turns your blood instantly cold. If you're right in on a true wolf howl, it's like so freaking low and deep, and it's just like chills your blood.
Well, you realize it's not a game.
Well, yeah, then I realized, I'm like, we're in the freaking den. And, I'm kind of looking down, I'm like, okay, well, I shot an elk, then I shot that. I've got 2 arrows left. So, and, both my guides kind of had, once we said, oh, there's wolves, they like grabbed a gun. We kind of went down in there to see what was up. Well, now this happens, and next thing, after that alpha sounded off, it was like, and I mean, 12, I think it was 12 sounded off all the way around us. We're literally down. Anyone who's been in Alberta, that the farmland is level, and then it falls into the river system. So we're literally, they have the high ground, there's a dozen wolves, and we're in the middle. And we're like, what the crap? So I'm like, get your back to a tree. So we kind of all spin around, and we're sitting there. Next thing you know, here comes two dogs on a full-blown, I'm talking like full-blown, like this, running. And I mean, it turned into chaos. There was like bullets flying. I mean, there's freaking arrows skipping off junk. And we ended up shooting both of those wolves dead. And there's gunfire as well. Well, I'm down to like one arrow left. And I told the guy, I said, how many bullets you got? And he goes, well, I just grabbed the gun and shoot a couple bullets. Like, I didn't know this was all going down. So we're kind of like, we need to get out of here. So we started backing up, and next thing you know, the Alphas sounded off again, and they all reported. This time, there's only two left. So next thing I know, I'm like, we're trying to back out. So we say, wait a minute, what? So they reported. They know the two dead. Yeah. So all of them are howling. I'm certain that the first howl was the alpha male pretty much saying, is everyone in position? Because then they're all like, yes, all the way around. Then all of a sudden the two come. All hell breaks loose. Then we're like, the alpha sounds again, but he's in a different location. He was actually to my left, like right here, and really close. And I mean, it's thick in there. You've been there. Mm-hmm. You know how thick it gets. So then they sound off. Well, now this time there's two less. So
Bulls leading by
I'm kind of looking because I know this wolf that sounded was, and I know it's the alpha. So I like grab my bow and I start kind of creeping over there. And as soon as I get to where I can see, he's like freaking standing right there. And how far away? 30 yards. Which a wolf can cover. Jamie, pull up that picture from Joe's Instagram. Like, it was about a week ago. You found those pictures of those wolves?
Yeah, I forget who the photographer was, but he's got some amazing photographs of wolves.
It was like, not the most recent one that was on that Dead Moose, but it was like...
That was from National Geographic. That was actually a bison. That was from yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yesterday or the day before. Look at that.
Okay, so that right there, that is exactly the face that I saw in the, but he was head on, he wasn't broadside, but that face where he was literally looking at me like that, and I mean, you're in a fight or flight, like I'm totally in a fight or flight. I had one arrow left on my string, I freaking grabbed my bow, I kind of looked at him, I knew at that moment, it was like, he was coming, that's like freaking deja vu, that's deja vu right there.
The Twitter, the Instagram page, Jamie, go back up a little bit, is CJM_photography. And if you go to that guy's Instagram page, he's got amazing photographs. And he's out there with them. There was another one that I had, and it's just right before that, Jamie. Before that wolf picture, there was another wolf picture. That one. Look at that one, man. He's got snow all over his face, and his teeth are bare.
That's a cool. Yeah, that's a cool picture. Like, to me, that's pretty cool. Wolves are amazing.
They're amazing.
And the one thing people underestimate about hunters is our respect for animals.
I love them. Why did you kill it?
I totally respect them. I love them, but I can tell you that other picture right there, when you have that looking at you in the face, I mean, I knew it was like freaking do or die. And I literally looked at that thing and I said out loud, I said, I'm going to shoot you in the effing face.
Because I like how you don't swear.
Yeah, sorry. Cute. And my boy might listen. And I remember I drew back, I literally drew back and I anchored and I came into my peep.
Chicago has gone 2 for 2
and
from the archery.
Which means, for people don't know, there's like a little circle that you look at through the string, lining up with the sight.
So I was literally
lining up the shot.
And as soon as I kind of brought my shot down to where that wolf was, there was nothing there.
He bolted.
No, I think he just like ninja.
Well, if they're that wise and that big and that old, they've got to know what a hunter is. They had to have known that you killed the elk, and they had to have known that you killed those other two wolves that chased you. That went after you to try to get the elk.
I think he came in to think, okay, you called the fight, we responded.
But his attitude.
Now he's like sizing up, okay, I've lost. Here's what I've lost. I want to know what I'm going against. He kind of came in and he freaking looked at us all. And then that was it.
Good thing they can't count. They usually only have 2 hours left. Yeah. 2 hours and 2 bullets. Like, how many bullets that guy pick up? He picked up 3.
It was bone chilling. And I mean, you and I both have friends that are,
for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Hey, when is the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked?
Grizzlies. Here is Forrest Galante's story on being chased by a hippo.
I guess these remote place in the middle of the bush, and we were going out on safari, and like as long as I can remember, this has been what I do.
Now, when you go on safari, are you in those open jeeps?
Walking safaris.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing?
We take a 4.58, an elephant gun.
Okay.
Put it on your shoulder.
That helps.
Walking safari.
God damn, man. Only during the day, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Cannot move at night.
And what do you do when you're confronted?
Thanks for
I mean, I've had some pretty close calls. My wife Jess, who's here with me, I saved her from a hippo. Yeah, we've had some pretty close calls.
Fuck, man, one of the scariest pictures I ever saw was this guy, this African guy running down the street and a hippo's chasing him. And you look at the size of the hippo and you're like, good Christ, that thing is huge.
They are the scariest animals on Earth. Like, interacting with a hippopotamus, they're so erratic, they're so unpredictable. If they feel threatened at all, I mean, they're just...
This video is fucking bananas.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is on a motorboat, and the hippo is swimming after him like a torpedo.
So this is where I'm from. This is Zimbabwe.
Really?
Yeah.
So is this common that they swim that fast?
They can move. I mean, this is uncommon to have one chase the boat and come that close, but...
fucking big it is, man.
Yeah.
So when you've had these close encounters, what do? You shoot at the air, you shoot at the ground, scare them away?
Fortunately, I've never had to put an animal down, but I know people that have. Oh yeah,
picture.
Look at that.
That's it. That's the one. What in the fuck? How fast does that big bastard run?
I don't know. You'd have to look up the exact speed, but definitely at top speed, definitely faster than a human. But they don't have the maneuverability. You know, you can kind of duck and dodge behind trees.
So just don't run a straight line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
20
miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does a person run? A rhino runs 31. Jesus Christ. Jesus. A fucking cheetah can run 75 miles an hour? I thought it was like 50. Fuck.
Yeah.
75?
A crocodile's almost as fast as the fucking hippo.
Yeah, they're
God.
quick. They're
18
quick.
miles an hour for a croc. Fuck that.
Top speed for sprinters around 21, 22 maybe.
That's
the same.
Yeah, that's also a sprinter.
Yeah, right. A sprinter.
Not a doughy white guy like us. Fuck. Jesus Christ. So you just, if you're chased by a hippo, is there a move that you do? Do you just have to go left and right?
Zigzag, yeah, maneuverability. Yeah, so like when we got chased, we got behind a termite mound, and then it kept going straight. Like,
hiding behind termites.
Yeah. Now they said safety like termites.
Oh my God, dude, that's so crazy. Fuck, man. Is that so that's the scariest thing in Africa in terms of like interacting with human beings?
You know what the scariest thing in Africa is? Mosquitoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right?
Like all stuff you can see, all the big wildlife, you can kind of feel it out, and you put yourself into bad situations. Mosquitoes, there's nothing, you know what I mean? You just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, my buddy Justin Wren, he runs Fight for the Forgotten charity. They build wells for the pygmies, and he's been bitten. He's gotten malaria 3 times. Yeah, one time he got it, like he didn't even get bit again. The malaria just returned. So it must be in some way systemic.
I believe it is. I don't never had it, knock on wood. My grandfather had it, but I know that it wrecks you for life. Like it can come back, you can get it again. It stays with you.
I think that's his situation, and he's a professional athlete. He's actually a fighter for Bellator. He's one of their heavyweight contenders.
Damn.
Yeah.
Has he said that it's affected his performance?
No, I don't think it has. I think he's been okay with it. You know, he received treatment, but it's definitely wrecked him on 3 separate occasions where he was, basically on death's door.
Right.
And one of them was when he was flying back.
Damn.
And he's just sweating and just rotting out on the inside. Oof. Awful.
So you want to ask what scares me? That's it.
Yeah.
Like I I'll take a hippo, a snake, a croc, a leopard, anything over that.
Yeah, malaria is terrifying. You see, malaria has killed more people than anything ever.
Really?
Yeah. Malaria has killed half the people that have ever died.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Just make sure that's right. That might be bullshit too.
It sounds good.
I think it's real. I think we actually have Googled this before. The malaria has literally killed 50% of all the people that have ever died.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Here is Luke Bryan's bear attack story.
Probably right. Everyone that I know that hunts there says that there's a lot of grizzly bears, and it's concerning because you don't see all of them. If you see a lot of them, there's a lot more than you don't see, because most of them are just not just out in the open hanging out with you. Most of them are deep in the woods.
And so I went on a salmon trip up in British Columbia, and what? 99% of your interpretation of a grizzly is this big old fat chunky thing. Well, so we're flying in on these helicopters to go fish the salmon runs that are running up into the mountains of British Columbia, and it's an amazing trip. Like, you fly over in the helicopter, you look down, you see the huge schools of salmon, you take your fly rod and you go catch them and drink your beer. Well, the helicopter pilot was like, hey man, we've seen some grizzlies in the area, and at the time we're like, man, this is all part of the
experience.
Yeah, it's like get us kind of going a little bit. Well, we land, and the night before we didn't fish that day, so we'd flown in and drank some wine, and dude, my eyes are like fuzzy, and we're fishing, and I tell my guy I'm with, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the helicopter and get a beer or something, and dude, I get there and I pop my beer, and I'm like, I look down the river, and I'm like, fuck, that is a fucking grizzly coming toward my buddy, and I went, Jay, and dude, it was slim and like a it was lean and like a greyhound. I wouldn't say lean, but it hadn't got all fat on salmon yet. Well, it comes down the bank and jumps in, and we ease back to the helicopter. We look back, here comes another grizzly, literally 30 yards from us, and I'm like, we get there, and I'd left my beer on the bank, and my grizzly sticks his tongue in my beer, and then he jumps in the river. I run, grab the beer, drink. I'm like, grizzly spit! Anyway, the helicopter pilot goes, you did not drink a beer. I had a sip of it after. I had to!
But that's like,
yeah, I mean, he just like
trichinosis, wild shit I get from that.
Some berry infection or whatever, salmon infection.
Loose ass.
So listen, dude, we get on the helicopter, and the pilot's like, man, they're getting too comfortable. We take off, fly a mile down the river. I'd already had my fly rod together. I never broke it down, so I sat it in a little basket, and we land. I take off about 200 yards, start fishing, and I had to slide down this like 20-foot cut bank where the river had cut the bank. I look across the river. Here comes a grizzly bear galloping on the other side of the river. And I'm like, well, I'd already seen the other two mature ones, and I was like, well, that's a baby grizzly. I was like, that's cute. Dude, that grizzly hits that bank on the other side of that river and jumps about 20 feet in the air and lands in that river. It looked like a Volkswagen VW bug hit that river. I take off to the helicopter. All my guys are like, get here. A mother and two of the babies were on my tail.
Oh my God.
And when I got to the helicopter, dude, ruined my whole trip. I couldn't relax.
That's when you get scared when you're around the mothers.
Oh, they're the ones that
they fuck everybody up.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah, they don't play any games. When they have their cubs with them, they don't take any chances. Like, I'm gonna incapacitate this dude.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
It is. So that was my grizzly encounter.
I wish all these people that get to vote, unlike BC, when BC outlawed grizzly bear hunting, I wish all those people that experience, you should have to experience what it's actually like there. You should have to see. You have to see the population. You see what.
Here is Python Cowboy's Panther story.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout for your car accident last year? Yep. Even if you weren't driving. Just click the link around this video to see how much you can get. You answer 4 simple questions and it only takes 30 seconds. If you missed work or got hurt by a driver in the last year, you might be owed money out of it. You can get payouts, maybe even more. Click the link now to find out. Over 25,000 people have gotten $15 million without going to court, paying big legal fees for dealing with insurance companies or greedy attorneys. Even if you're a pedestrian, rideshare user, a cyclist, motorcyclist, you can get the justice you deserve. Look at Tina, for example. She had no idea her case was worth anything. But after she came to Case Connect, she got over $140,000 from an accident that happened more than a year ago. No matter what you thought before, you can get what you're owed, and maybe even more than you expect. So we can't change the past, but we can help you get a good cash settlement for missed work, hospital bills, and property taxes. Here's what happens after you answer the 4 simple questions. In a few minutes, a Case Connect specialist will tell you if your accident qualifies for major compensation. After that, you just tell them about your case, wait for a check. You can get it in as little as 30 days. Your Case Connect specialist will do everything to help you because they don't get paid unless you win. So to see if your accident qualifies for a major cash settlement, click the link below and answer 4 simple questions. Some people feel bad about holding someone accountable, and they don't want to cause trouble or look for scamming the system. Don't let that be you. You deserve compensation. It's your right. So click the link below, answer a few questions.
Had attacks. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. We've had,
I believe a couple in the past few years each year.
Aaron Levine.
Where people are out turkey hunting, or, sitting on the ground calling for turkey, calling for a coyote, something like that. And a panther comes in and thinks some guy got mauled on his face or something like that. It's pretty wild. Of course, the animal realizes what's happening, gets out of there.
I passed it to the other nigga, though. He passed it right back.
Personally, just from python hunting down there over the years, I've seen a dozen or more. I've been sleeping in my tent in the middle of the night out in the Everglades, and I'm woken up by a panther growling right next to my head outside my tent, circling my tent for about 15 minutes. And
I gave him a 2-point other than a 3.
I had a shotgun in the tent. I also had a baby raccoon I rescued in the tent with me that I think may have been a reason he was stalking me a little bit. And I popped out of my tent with my shotgun and my flashlight. I thought it was a big bull gator. Just from the sound, I've never heard a panther growling inches from my head. And dude, it is bone chilling. Bone chilling. It was so deep and like just devilish sounding. I thought it was a big bull gator. It's the only thing I could think it was. And it would be on this side of the tent right next to my head. Then it was on the other side of the tent. Back on this, no footsteps in between. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, am I surrounded by alligators? Like, what's going on? I pop out of my tent and nothing's there. Nothing.
Goes up on the wing.
It's the only thing it could have been.
This one belongs
Basket
to
is
Chicago.
good.
They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching.
That was easy.
I see that glowing eye, because then it's dusk, and then I put my binos on them, and I was, maybe 30 yards away, and some fucking heads.
Yeah, there's a poke ride, there's a head, let's hit the road, let's hit the road.
Small ones. Like I saw one in Montecito, California, and it was like, 50, 60 pounds. Almost, I thought it was a coyote, so I saw the tail, and I was like, oh shit, that's a cat. But this one was different. This one had massive forearms. I mean, just massive. It was just sitting there. And his pumpkin head.
And that's it. The mountain lions are a different, they're not a different species or breed, but they're different physically than our Florida panther, but not anymore.
Really?
So our state government in all their wisdom took Texas cougars, brought them down to Florida, and interbred them with the last few remaining Florida panthers we have.
Oh, no.
So they're no longer a Florida panther. They're now Texas cougars, and they are bigger, They're more aggressive, and you know we're dealing with it for sure.
What a stupid move.
Yeah, we've seen that. It's the cane toads in the sugarcane fields, the boo-foo toads that we're dealing with now. Same thing. They brought them in to control insects in the fields, and they winded up eating everything but the insects basically. And now they're a big problem. If you look at the toads that eat rats. Yeah, they're venomous actually. They're
you know me, I don't lose.
They produce the toxin from them, and some people try to get high from them.
Literally, they cut themselves and put the toxin on their arm, I think.
Yes, sir, or they'll smoke the skin.
Here is Ramy Warren's story on being attacked by a bear. Hunting elk on this island. Steve ends up getting an elk. We hang it in the tree. We do all the stuff we're supposed to do, get the meat away from the carcass. But we had yet to see a bear up until this point. And when my brother and I went in there a few years earlier, we just saw bears every day. We'd see 6 bears a day. So your mind's just bear, bear, bear. When you're seeing them all the time, you're not seeing them all the time. You get a little lax, and that's where we really screwed up. Because the attack went down, no one was prepared. We were just sitting around having some sandwiches, and so we're filming, and there's 6 of us all together. And I think that large group, that 6, is what saved us. Because when the bear ran in, it was 6 of us sitting kind of in like a semicircle, a strange circle. And when that bear came in, we did that scatter effect. And I think that scatter was kind of like if a lion's going after a zebra, they use their numbers and stripes to confuse the lion. It's that scattering of things just going everywhere that caused confusion for the bear. So I think the bear went in thinking, whatever's under that tree, I'm going to kill it. And I thought it was one thing. And when we blew up into 6 different pieces, it just tried to kill everything at once. It couldn't actually get one person.
God, but that's so lucky.
Yeah, it was crazy because we're sitting down. We decided, we'll have lunch before we hike back. Because the day before we hiked a long ways. We got back to camp at 3 in the morning or something. I can't remember, 2 or 3 in the morning. We barely eaten. So everyone was just thinking, well, let's have lunch, regroup, hike out. So Pat, one of the other guys that was with us, brought boiled up some coffee. So I was going around collecting water from everyone to get coffee, going around. And when I sat down, I took my pack off. The whole week I've been doing this thing where I take my pistol from the pack belt and put it on the holster on my body when I drop my pack. And it was that weird deal where I took the pack off and I'm thinking about switching them. It's fine. You know? And I thought, I'll just sit, because there's a few times I'd set my pack down. I was like, I'll just sit, I'll lay on my pack, like, as a chair, backrest, and then I'll flop have the pistol right there. So it's within arm's reach, and I'll be sitting there. While I go around and get the water, and someone had moved kind of where I was sitting, so I sit down across from the pack, where my pistol is. And then, and I was thinking about, hey, I have a pistol, but I just was like, man, you don't want to be that guy. Like, oh, yeah, the guy that's always has a pistol. Yeah, exactly. Right. Not everybody had pistols. Just me and Giannis had a pistol. And then Pat's behind us. He goes, I hear something. And I look up, and that bear is like dead set. So Steve would be where you are. The bear behind Steve. And so like Steve was between me and the bear. His back was to it.
Like how far away?
Not far. I don't know, 30 yards or something.
So the first time you see it, 30 yards.
It's at 30 yards. Yeah, it's dead run, super fast. But I just locked eyes with this thing. I mean, I see it coming in the whole way. Just beady eyes locked in on me. And I think this thing's gonna kill me. And so I'm thinking, when I say I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm thinking. I just remember what was kind of going through my head at the time. I thought, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, and my protection's right there. Like, I'm gonna die. That's a situation where I'm dead, and they talk about it, and he could have saved himself, but his gun's on the ground. And I think that was like, go for the gun was my whole thing. So I start to go for the gun. Giannis would have been here, as I remember it. And so I start to go for the gun and realize, fuck, I don't have time to get to my gun, and it's 3 feet away. Jesus, that bear was like right there, coming down at me so fast. So I kind of do like a football juke move, left, right, and then wheel around right, do like a spin with my back, and then start running to the left. And at that point, Giannis, I didn't know this at the time, because I looked at some pictures afterwards, kind of piece everything together. So Giannis was sitting right next to me. I think he got up to turn. There were some trekking poles right here. He grabbed the trekking pole. So probably while I was juking, he reached around, grabbed the trekking pole, swings around, hits the bear in the face. Jesus. So then I see the bear running off, and I see someone going down the mountain with the bear. I'm thinking he's got something, so I grab my pistol, start going down the mountain, yelling, count off. I guess I yelled, count off, and everyone's like, what? And I'm like, okay, who's missing me? Right. And then Garrett pops up out of the bushes, and his eyes, he's like, wide-eyed. So Garrett, a.k.a. Durfman, was the one who was on top of the bear. Somehow he's on the bear's back. So I think when the bear wheeled around, he like hit him, and he ends up on the back. So I saw just legs and bear going down the mountain. I saw his legs on the back of the bear. So you thought like maybe the bear had him in his jaw. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wow, who was thinking? Oh, I didn't. Like if that was in a movie, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. I think what was that Anchorman where the guy's like riding the bear? That's exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, and then we just kind of circled up around the tree. And the real scary part was that bear. So it was so thick, you really couldn't see. You could see as far as the walls from the tree feet, yeah. And just real thick brush. And you hear the bear charge in again. And we only had the 2 pistols, Giannis and I. And the wind was so strong, there's no way we could use bear spray. So we hear the bear charging in, and me and Giannis were like pistols out, ready, waiting for this thing to pop out at point blank range. And then we were yelling, bear, bear, hey, hey, hey. And then that thing stops. And then it would just, you'd crash off and then charge in from the other direction. So you gotta like circle around the tree the other way. We did that, I think, 3 times. That was just it's like a horror movie where it keeps coming in from different angles. It was weird. It was not a fun feeling. You just felt so small. So you guys had come back to the carcass that was hanging in the tree, and it had probably claimed that carcass? We don't know. It knew the carcass was there. I assume. Now, the weird thing was, is it came in with the wind. So the wind was blowing pretty stiff, and it, say, into our face. Mm-hmm. And the bear came in with the wind, so it wasn't going into the scent. Right. Normally they go around, they catch the scent, and they charge in. So I don't know if he'd heard something, if he was there. We saw what slightly looked like bear sign. Both Steve and I kind of pointed it out, but we were thinking maybe it was something older. When you say bear sign, bear shit, yeah, bear shit, the things on the tree. Yeah, and so I think, we did some things that were wrong, but in the instance, what saved us all, now if we were to do it 100 times over, I would say I would do it differently, but it worked out how it worked out, so I obviously would never opt to just have nothing and have this weird scatter effect. Yeah. But I think that what saved anyone from getting hurt, which is a miracle, was the fact that when we scattered, it just confused that bear. Because he kind of had this look after he started wheeling around, kind of like trying to pick a person, trying to go, and he couldn't target one individual. And then things started hitting him, and somebody's on his back, and I think it just freaked him out, and he went off to regroup. Keep charging back.
Wow, that's crazy. How many people have ever gone through a bear attack unscathed like that? And a group of 6.
Yeah, and the thing about it was...
Oh, we're gonna whoop their ass in this beautiful ass right now.
Looking at it later, had someone even been grabbed and
I just got this new jumper.
Injured. I think that...
Oh yeah, I just got this new jumper, y'all gonna love it.
Because the weather that came in was so bad, I don't know if it was 100
I ain't need help.
You weren't getting rescued in 100 mile an hour winds, I wouldn't think.
Right. I got this new jumper, y'all gonna love it.
Helicopters, I'm not really sure what they're capable of. Maybe someone would say, yeah, we'd go, but that would be a very hard thing. The gusts were so bad when we came back over the ridge to our camp.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly.
And then, of course, we see bears on the way back. And we're like, thinking, is this bear going to follow us?
And Coach Stan Van and joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge.
Yeah.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season.
Boston won 13.
They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Atlanta, they're 9th best in the conference.
Seeing where Chicago is, they've been taking no prisoners
little
here.
Dirt, free little dirt.
Part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Larry Nance out there with Okongwu. Then it's Daniels, and it's Young, and it's Reza Shea in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, the wingmen, White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Washington in at the points. Coach, at this stage of the season, are teams' identities that well-defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. If you don't have an identity at this
point, I don't think I'll like my new shot.
I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season goes on, hopefully. But your identity by now should be firmly established, what type of team you are and want to be.
Just love this.
Teams that don't have that, they're in trouble.
Hurts.
And
Oh,
staying
come
a
on.
positive for the Bulls over the
I
last
feel like
couple
a 50.
seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis
Wow,
for them.
punch you a
You
bit there.
don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster.
Come on,
it's
yo, I
a
can't
pretty
get 'em along,
disciplined
yo.
group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Washington with it. Young's there. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
What? He traveled? What y'all doing?
Here's the Hawks with the ball. The three. And it's White with the rebound. And he drives in. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Washington kicks to Levine. Washington against Young. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 5 points so far.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense
He
there.
keep blowing past
Go right at him. Young, good.
He keep blowing past
This
me.
is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Right the pass to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Washington missing. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that
That
was
was
the
Young.
story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Washington following the basket by Trae Young. And there's 3 points.
I'm about to be busting y'all ass.
On target from Washington. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Damn, I got crossed, yo.
Young with no one around.
I got crossed,
Atlanta
yo.
with the triple.
It just
Young
seems
is
like
pretty
the more
decent.
he touches
He
it,
got
the more the league grows.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially
What
Kevin
we
at
doing
this
tired
point in his
anyway?
career. It just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's stolen by Nance.
What? That big nigga can't protect the ball, man.
Okongwu dishes to Young. Pass to Daniels. On the
Jump
wing,
too
Nance.
soon.
He's covered by Washington. The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now, here's Washington. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, and he
Sorry,
was
baby.
also
Sorry,
doing
baby.
a great
It's all
job
good.
feeding his teammates,
What up, Lil Durk?
racking up the assists. So important.
I free Lil Durk just to watch me play.
And
You gotta
here's
go
Young,
back after this.
following the three from Washington. Daniels kicks to Nance. Inside, here's Young. The shot's good on
Damn.
the assist by Nance. Young's got 12.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Washington. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Down low. Here's Okongwu.
Why he give him a
stopping
foul,
there.
bro?
Jams it in as he's
Why did he foul him? Dosamu, we need you to get a point.
Billy Donovan. He wants to make some
Dosamu need a
adjustments
point,
to the game
y'all.
plan.
Yeah, Dosamu hot. He just like that African
Now
nigga.
around the
I don't think Dosamu
midway
African.
NBA Cup stage. Here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to
I don't think
watch,
that's
especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Washington out there with Dosunmu. And it's Levine in at the small forward position. So that's the
Yeah,
5 in the game for Chicago. The Hawks again can't hit. Dosunmu, the pass to Washington. To the inside. Here's Vucevic, and that won't go. Missing the go-ahead bucket.
Close to the name of a bitch.
They've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason.
No, I was right there.
Since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021.
No, I don't want to say it.
After missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The game now all time.
Give me a screen, man.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
To the paint, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's
Damn, I thought that was it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Puffkin. A 3-pointer off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Levine. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. That's a foul called on the Prophet.
I tried the foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Kobe White, he's checked in for Vucevic.
I don't need Vucevic.
Young taking his time here. Makes that one.
Why you let him get around you,
man?
man?
Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
They can't do nothing, man. My team weak as hell, right?
Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive.
Got the basket,
White finds Washington. Washington sets the pick for Levine.
No, he always does that, bro.
Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He's starting to do that
so
now.
far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Washington. And the layup's good off the glass. Washington's got 18 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder.
Here it is, nigga.
Give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
He set me down. He set me down, but he came up without.
Through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls up by 1.
Back.
Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game. But these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in and accepting their roles playing.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us. And we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
So, yeah, people do ask me, like, do I think aliens are amongst? I'm like, I haven't seen any. Yeah, this is illegal aliens, but one of those. But
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
And Big Down is very subtle, but I haven't seen him.
His play so far is what fans love about him.
But I think we want to be the aliens exploring other galaxies. When you say what are the aliens?
He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his
I don't
best.
think we see aliens, but I...
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Trae Young.
He's back.
And it's Freezer Shea in at the 3 spot. I understand we hear all the time about after timeout plays, about how many of those the teams really have at their disposal.
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin.
I did good defense, y'all. Y'all know it.
Coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have
The man is back. He's showing up.
But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Here's Young after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Fires from deep. And Breezer Shea. A bucket on the assist.
Damn, that nigga think he's special.
And it's 7 points for
Like Zach LaVine can't shoot a 3. Okay, Zach.
Bulls moving the ball around. LaVine gets a screen from Washington.
I wonder
You gonna shoot that 3, bitch.
Elon Musk. I want you to react to him real quick. He was speaking earlier this week, but nobody has stupid.
I gotta shoot that 3, huh?
It's really eluding him.
I've not seen any evidence of aliens, and SpaceX, the Starlink constellation, has roughly 6,000 satellites, and not once have we had to maneuver around the UFO.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Gotta find ways to generate better looks here.
A young woman was accused of having an affair with a British politician.
Did he even make that shot? My nigga Vucevic. Big nigga.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
For Atlanta, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the break. To O'Connell. Nance with no one around.
I am told,
Daniels from outside.
Daniels got that shit, man.
Daniels has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there,
I've not seen
but
any
it
evidence of
hasn't
aliens.
translated into sustained postseason
SpaceX, the Starlink constellation, has roughly 6,000 satellites, and not once have we had to maneuver around the UFO.
4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Young for 3.
Damn.
Atlanta with the triple.
Well, Young's got the green
It was Williams' fault. He kept passing.
So I'm like, okay, I don't see any evidence of aliens, and I actually have evidence of aliens
That's
how we do it, baby.
Then I'd love to see it, love to hear about it, but I don't think there is.
Well, you know, it's become
Which
a
is
three-point shooting
a
league.
reason for concern,
Teams
because
shooting a steady diet from
if any
outside.
civilization in the Milky Way in our galaxy would allow
Can you give us stars?
even with
Tory Craig,
speed of
he's
travel
checked
that's
in
far
for
below the speed of light,
Vucevic.
like
Comes in
a
for
few
Williams.
percent of the speed of light,
Josh Giddey
they
is
could
subbed in for
easily
Kobe White.
have
He's scared. He's just
galaxy. So they have
Ready to talk things through with the team.
I think the answer might be, or perhaps probably is that
You gonna bust their
civilization
ass.
is precarious
Damn.
and rare.
Who did that?
And that we
Who just did all that damn points?
as being like a
Who the fuck is showing off?
vast darkness. And we should do everything possible to ensure that that candle does not go out.
We is the prophets.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Vucevic in center with Williams next to him.
Oh man, he got me.
And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. And White hits to Washington. And in the end, with the dunk.
MVP, baby. Nah, somebody just came in this game and got a hell of a point.
I'm not familiar with those programs.
Here we go.
But, I mean, I
certainly think that there are technologies that can be helpful that can become as aware of it. We should obviously provide that technology to people. So I should say that people often ask me, do I believe in aliens?
Probably 30 people.
And I said, well, I was one, according to Homeland Security until I got my, I literally said the alien registration card. Like, cool.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
I mean, thus far, I have no question. I'm not aware of any evidence for aliens on Earth. I'm not saying they don't.
Giving me highlights.
But I have not seen any evidence for aliens.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and
for our Starlink
executing at a
constellation,
real
we've
high
never
level.
had to maneuver around an alien spacecraft even once.
Here is Matthews.
And we've got 6,000 satellites out there, so I mean, they're very subtle. Is what I'm saying. These aliens,
And here's Young from the arc.
But I think that there's like
We just got over that too.
stuff that I was aware of that American people would find interesting or useful. We should obviously make that
Here's Washington. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a 3-point play chance for him.
Have I seen UFOs, aliens, and that kind of thing? And I have, and I think I would have seen them by now. So it appears that we might be the only consciousness, at least in this galaxy. And if so, that's kind of a scary prospect because it means that the light of consciousness is like a tiny candle in a vast dark.
But Dirk gave me power. He brought that energy. That O-block energy.
Young's shot is up. And here are the Bulls now.
So that means obviously taking the actions to ensure that Earth is good, that Earth is safe and secure for civilization. And I think it also
70, 80, 90.
extending life beyond Earth to other planets in the solar system and ultimately to other star systems. And I think that's both a sort of defense of the life of consciousness and also I think a point of inspiration because life cannot just be about solving
tremendous standout performance it was
one problem after another.
Offensively, they
We need things.
This is a season series?
I mean, we need things.
This is a season series?
Well, look, because
You got to fuck y'all up more than this.
That when you wake up in the morning, you're excited to be alive. And being a spacefaring civilization and making true the things that we see in the good science fiction movies,
impressive job by the
this is one of the things that I think can inspire all of humanity. Just like the, when
I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact.
in 69,
It certainly felt
it was
from
something
the
that
head coach all the way down.
Then they said,
well, he's a bit of an
and it really was
undersized
something to
center.
say to any human on Earth. What's like the most amazing thing that humanity has ever done? A lot of, at least one of those things would be
it's all in by the Bulls.
3-second
difference
so you want to have these inspiring things that make you excited to be alive and excited about
Here's
the future.
Washington. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Right around him.
Washington's got 33 points.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Young against Washington.
Oh, Young.
Outside. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his third foul.
What? 93 to 64 degrees. Kicking their ass.
And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup. A 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So
you
with 2
up
games,
for that cup. This the final? I'll forgive me all the points.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
crazy and crazy. What do you mean, simulate to the next game? I'm already done with this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely have. They ain't on my level.
They're a good team, but we got you. So we're gonna win.
Oh, I always won.
We know when we're ready to play.
Is this that little nigga with dreads with the gun? This little nigga got do-rag energy. For that music. I'm about to win. I'm about to win. Making one, that's all I'm gonna go in. Yeah. No. Make it stop, make it. We gotta get in this booth. Quiet, nigga. Got a bird in the bitch, nigga. My falcon. Oh man, y'all blocking. Y'all blocking me. Y'all blocking me.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you
We
the
gonna win,
NBA. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jepson. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action.
I heard you cold
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Yeah, MP sees the rookie reports, and he really studies them. And so far this season, he hasn't been on the top of those lists. That's becoming an extra bit of fire to motivate MP to get the better of his peer group.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Bain and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Wells in at the 2.
Don't get this job,
rolling.
Yeah,
what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum. Whoa, you everywhere. You like road runner, huh? You trying to go, shit.
Time now to go courtside with Ali.
Yeah, you ain't cold, nigga.
On MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league. So just being here is special. We'll see how he performs.
I know somebody's going to shoot the third.
Well, Ali, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop.
Not just a scorer, Bain is willing to set up others.
No, Vudovic.
And Richardson's bursting onto
there
the
you
scene.
Go.
Bain has been
there you go,
short of
Vudovic.
spectacular.
Bain was with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Pass to Levine. Outside White. Jacks up a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The shot's good.
How do you touch it?
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Checked by Washington. And it's Morant missing.
Push that nigga over, too.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Three-pointer,
That's Vudovic.
The Grizzlies
oh,
pull it
man,
in. Coming off that
you
win
always
against the
made this
Sixers.
up.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offense.
I was swerving and then that flown.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Levine finds White. Levine with it. Guarded by Bain. Back to Levine.
Help you out.
Nails the wide open jumper. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job
through the
screen.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
I don't like seeing us do that.
Greg's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Aldama's checked in for Memphis.
I don't give a fuck who's that guy. We winning this game, 17 to 18 to 0.
Chicago on D.
No nigga named Ja gonna come in here beating on me in basketball. Come on, girl.
To the paint. Floats one up. No problem from Clark as he finishes at the rim.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their
Don't do no crazy shit.
Williams against Jackson. Left side Levine.
Pass it to this man. He knows what he's doing.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game.
I guess not. You don't know what he's doing.
It doesn't
you don't
go
know
for
what he's doing. What the fuck
D
is
there
that?
from Aldama.
Okay, you getting
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7,
starstruck.
shooting a solid percentage. Levine finds Washington. Connects from downtown.
I looked at that bitch ass nigga coming around like, yeah, that's all day, baby.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. 4-3. Williams grabs the board.
Just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to Washington. Three-pointer. Clark grabs the board. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Get it together, Craig.
That's good.
Get it together, Craig.
On the assist by Washington.
Come on, Craig.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Pass to Clark. It's stolen by Washington. It's a one-on-one situation.
I'm gonna let you do it.
Right side, Levine. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Levine's got 6.
It's about to get real crazy in here.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Morant. Oh, great D that time from Craig.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's
taking
struggling, and the team
He's taking that 13 seconds.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Right side Giddey. Back to Washington. Fires the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit.
They looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Bulls.
Y'all, that's all I'm saying. What's this? You have a dynamic goal culture, Tucker. What? Goal. Dynamic goals. You have new dynamic goals from assistant coach Tucker. The dynamic goals appear games based on what coach wants your response and it happens.
By 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, we're going to be leading by 12.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Washington. Taylor Horton-Tucker is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Phillips in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Can't do it now. Y'all took me out the whole quarter.
Timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Payne, the pass to Morant, puts up a 3. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
3. And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
It's Horton-Tucker with a drive. And it's Payne with the rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And it's Morant missing.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting.
Had to shoot a 3.
Sends it home from three-point land.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court. He's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "They made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. .56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Levine with a screen on Morant. Washington. Memphis with a rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back. Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First free throw is good. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. 41 seconds left in the first half. The 3 from Washington drops in the 3. Washington's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jackson outside. Pass to Payne. Launches it. They grab their own miss.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That one misses.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what, this man is built different. He's more of a throwback. John wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes. Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. There's 21 seconds left in the second. And it's Washington missing. Memphis trailing here.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
With 1 on the clock. And then Morant with the jam.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You showed your ass, Morant.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
The approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you can see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah. Now it's time to check in. Thanks for joining us. Time to head.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Chicago's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Payne and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Wells in a 2-guard. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one's off.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the
Never
line.
get a free throw. I was lucky for that one. Come on, bro. He crossed me too.
And it's
Okay,
Memphis with another.
Everybody was invisible.
Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
White, the pass to Washington.
Oh, do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing,
Washington, a screen
Levine.
on Payne. And Zach Levine.
There you go. I'm telling you to do your
They're
thing.
getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the
My
last
brother in the
5
back.
buckets have been threes.
Here's Wells. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Down low. Here's Clark. Oh,
I was asking if he was on him.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Outside White.
That middle open.
Back to Vucevic. Outside Levine. 5 on the clock. Williams a screen on Morant. The 3 from Washington. The rebound by Jackson.
Oh, man.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's
Damn,
trying to
that's
get
fair.
himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Richard, every team wants 3-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's defensive player of the year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Payne, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
White, the pass to Williams. Uses the
Yeah,
glass
they
to
doing
finish
their
the
thing
layup.
together. Those niggas work good together,
Tell
huh?
the game's heating up a bit.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. 2-point game. It's stolen by Washington. White against Payne. Ooh,
He did it. He did it. He got a
that
free throw.
shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Richard
Hey, I
in his
got that
5th year in the
steal.
NBA. Kobe
Morant
White.
thought he was gonna cross me. Nah, y'all gonna sit me down. Come on, I got to steal.
Substitution on the court.
These niggas ain't cold.
Here's Giddey. No good
Come
on the
on,
buzzer
Giddey.
beater. And so it's the
They
Chicago
wanted me to
Bulls
do it
closing
anyway.
out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. They've got Taylor Horton-Tucker, Washington out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Zach Levine, and it's Williams in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Where's Levine?
It's Giddey on the wing, back to Washington.
No,
To the middle. Outside Giddey.
1, 2, 3.
Washington outside. Shot clock at 6.
Shoot that shit.
Levine with room
Why
to
you
shoot.
shooting 2
And it
points?
goes straight through
Who
with a
told you to
switch.
shoot a 2 points?
And the Bulls lead by 7.
That's got to
We see this time and time
Baby
again from
Panther.
Levine. He has the ability to put
Big
the
Panther, I
offense
think that's
on his shoulders.
Here's Pippen. Offline with a 3.
What's that?
Chicago with the ball. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Levine passes to Williams. Outside Horton-Tucker. Washington outside.
Damn,
On the wing, Levine. Buries buries it from 3.
I tried to go in the hole. I couldn't go
Levine's
in there.
got 5 points now this quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Pippen with the drive.
Damn, baby Pippen.
It's good.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Williams passes to Washington.
Boom, right on you, bitch.
Powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
Fuck
He's a guy
Pippen.
just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Fuck Pippen Jr.
Timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants
And all the
that game plan
Pippins next to him. You gonna have a Pippen family like the
checked
ball
in for
family.
Chicago.
The
White
Pippen
comes in
family.
for getting some changes for Memphis. And
Crazy
from
they
the
got these kids
sideline, let's
playing
catch up
basketball
with
in
Allie.
the NBA.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball.
People
He's
thought they
not
could be
happy
a
with the
basketball
amount of
player.
turnovers they've coughed up
What about
so
that
far.
one position
He
that they
believes
took?
if they focus on
It
being
was
more
already
patient
given
on
at
offense,
birth.
that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Williams a screen on Morant. Washington passes to Williams.
Yeah, bro, just take it.
There's the 3.
No, that's 3
And
points.
Morant clears the board. Grizzlies trail by 7. Inside. Oh,
Damn,
Clark
he did
with the
good.
slam.
What a
They
pass
trying to
from
do
Morant.
cool
He
shit
does a
now.
terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
That's what I said.
Outside, Williams. Stolen by Bain.
What the fuck,
Well,
Williams?
the defender stopping
What
the
the fuck,
developing
Williams?
fast break. That looks like a transition takeout.
Williams did some weird
And a
shit.
closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the
And my
Bulls.
character looking like my
All game
old
long,
character
they've
now.
been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Damn, I pushed his ass.
Morant taking the shot and absorbing the foul.
Damn. I took his ass up.
And he's good on the first
And I
of
give him
3.
brain damage. I don't give a fuck about this nigga. This white in here.
Good on the second one.
Alright, so he got 3 now. I'm kind of mad at myself.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2.
And they need to play good defense here.
That's what we
To
do.
the line helped and hurt.
No.
Payne with it. Checked by Washington. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Jackson outside. Yes! They
Man,
get
that
the
was a good
go-ahead
ass
bucket.
looking play.
Don't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that
I got
shot.
blocked.
And
They
we'll have a
defended me.
timeout called by Billy Donovan. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Washington. Washington, a screen on Bain. Back to Levine.
Some lane in it.
Washington, a screen.
Oh man, that's only 2
Shot is
points.
good by Levine. Levine's
Put some
got 10
Levine
points
in
in
it.
just the second half.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Washington
Put
passes
some
to
Levine
Levine.
in it. Go right.
1:27 left in the final quarter. Back to Washington. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
This is what it's been since halftime.
Put some Levine in it.
Poor results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Levine against Bain. Shot by Levine, no good. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Kicks it out to Jackson.
No.
And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Washington outside. Here's the 3. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Yeah, we did it.
It'll be Bulls ball.
It just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Chicago with the ball. They've led by as many as 14, and they go to the intentional foul. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th. Levine with it. Guarded by
there it is. Right now he got the
got
ball.
an intentional foul.
No, he's going to make it.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line.
You know,
and it's a 6-point ball game.
Correct. They got
advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout.
Will be out
Clearly
for 1.5 weeks. So I've been putting belt to ass while he was out. Never heard of him.
Jackson for 3. Zach LaVine clears it away. And an intentional foul right there.
I think they was going to try to get another point. I know.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Washington inside, guarded by Bain.
Yeah,
and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Washington.
Free throw shooting.
1.
And that one falls for Washington.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Only 2 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen...
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started
10 points above.
You never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
All right, it's Cole. He's one of the realest YNs. I just made Moran pull out his gun.
Okay, bro. That's how we stand on business.
Everybody know you when you win. Coach Tucker want to brag to me.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.
Feeling pretty good, huh?
No doubt, Coach. This was a win worth celebrating, right?
Keep celebrating, it'll be our last.
What?
The teams that win and keep winning rediscover that hunger night after night. You linger over any one game and you give whoever's next on the schedule the edge. You want to enjoy that result responsibly? Win the next one. That's how winners celebrate.
Nigga, we won 17. Shut up. Bitch ass nigga, you probably never won in your high school or nothing. How do I ask for a trade?
They called this place the phone booth. So dial up a dump.
He's about to tear it up.
Yeah, you know, I'm about to go crazy. It's still here. I was about to save her. What up, teammate? You know I'm snapping. Y'all seen Devin Booker? He was playing with an ankle monitor on. Yeah. I already went to jail. Bastard. Alright. Time to win that. Here it is. My big day. I'm about to pull 40 points. That's today. I know I can feel it. I can feel it, man. Why is this ball hitting everything but the fucking rim? Damn it. Alright, there it is. Splash him. Splash down. Splash house. You splash shit. I'm about to splash all over. On that. Let me tear the ass up real quick. It's gonna be fast.
We've got a good one for you tonight.
Yeah, it's about 13. It ain't gonna be nothing different. Is that bitch ass nigga Valanciunas?
Kevin, it certainly does, especially because one of these teams has much more to
I remember how terrible all y'all is. Y'all niggas is so bad. Y'all ass.
Something we talked about not too long ago.
Y'all was all AI characters.
To be the best of his rookie class. Really
you might make that.
Himself.
And I think MP is on track to execute. Maybe not quite where he expected to be, but there's still room.
It's all day. It's about to happen.
He's only a rookie, and all
I'm gonna go on a 10-point running streak as a nigga.
MP as a rookie has been playing very well.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup.
Oh, his bitch ass
in center with Williams next to him. The wingmen, White and Levine. And it's Washington in at the point. Here's Washington, following the three-pointer by Washington.
How did you just take that from me?
On the wing, Koulibaly, guarded by Levine. Levine with the rebound. We played just over a minute here in the first. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
I want to see that too. It's my big time. It's my big moment. It's my moment. Don't be trying to fuck my moment up, Koulibaly. What type of name is that? Where you from?
After the missed three from Washington. Here's Koulibaly. And again,
I tried to sneak around. He's seen it.
Well, you want to see that level of unselfishness from Jordan Poole wanting to involve his open teammates.
And here's Washington outside. And he's good
my
on
own
the three-ball. Washington's got 6 points.
I know how to do that too.
Efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Poole, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
You get your bitch ass over here.
And Vucevic gets to Washington.
He's steady doing that.
Back to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
Oh man, that's supposed to be nasty.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Levine finds White to the left side wing.
Get your ass off Levine.
Outside Levine. Three-pointer.
He did the spin.
Well, he won't miss.
Why you keep doing that spin?
The defense gets lucky there.
To Sarr. From outside, off the mark.
That's a look.
I don't like how you keep doing the spin, bro.
One you shouldn't miss.
Washington with it. Ogden picks him up. White gets the screen from Washington. And White kicks to Washington. And again, no good by Chicago. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's good.
Yeah, I'm believing in you.
A certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
I gotta come back.
With the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a
Man, that's some bullshit.
It's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Right, the pass
Better
to
pass
Levine.
this nigga.
Launches it. Hands it from downtown.
Better pass it to Levine.
Form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
So for Washington, their last game a loss to Indiana.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Kenny's got his first chance at the line.
He was a 4-second violation.
Numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And the
They just set me down. And they still almost
checked in for Jordan Poole.
Carlton.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Washington. Washington gets it back in a new 14.
Which one?
To Carrington. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, I couldn't play with y'all niggas on my team.
For Washington.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Sarr out there with Bagley. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's George. And it's Carrington in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Levine against Bey. Pass to Carrington. In the corner, it's Sarr. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 4. Williams finds Dosunmu.
Go, big homie.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
See? Now my Super Saiyan abilities is active. They steady fucking up.
Here's Carrington. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Bagley. Now Sarr with the drive. Here's Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. George, no good. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him.
That's how I do it.
Coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
Don't have a good free throw.
Versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And a great shot from Brogdon. He's definitely a
cool. I get 30 points alone.
Bulls trail by 5. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open.
Damn.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own.
I tried.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering.
Bitch ass nigga, I'm just sick and tired of y'all shit.
And they've also
My
shown
fault.
dominance in the
Yo,
paint
somebody
so
fix
far
that nigga,
tonight,
man.
really putting the work in down low.
Williams against Brogdon. You know, Greg, with this
See? It ain't just me.
Start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams.
You're a little ass nigga. It's hard not to do that to him.
I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential.
Hey, what Brogdon at? Tell him to meet me on the field.
After that, but those two should take care of almost all time.
What?
Here's what Washington's going with right now.
Yeah, I punched him in the dick. Yeah, I punched him in the dick, so?
Yeah, that one put
so what?
Over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful,
so
this
what?
could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
That's what I'm talking about, big dog. We get down by 6.
Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan.
I can get it back up there. Oh, I keep fouling though.
From a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Levine wide open. Another three.
That's how you make Chicago. A nigga push a 2 or 3.
Great elevation on the J. Levine becoming more and more consistent with that.
And it's Brian Keith calling.
Oh, you're gonna sit me down. Come on, man. Don't sit me down, bro.
That's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here in Chicago. Ending the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-5 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And what about you guys? Did you like to look ahead on the schedule, or did you take the one game at a time approach?
Well, I know Shaq liked to look ahead. He had to have his dinner reservation.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Malcolm Brogdon has been exceptional here tonight.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Oh, shit.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So the Bulls 5 right now.
I really wish I was a Wizard.
White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Washington in at the point guard position.
How do you make that, man?
The Chicago lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Valanciunas. Williams hits to Washington. And the 3 off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. And if he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
A great Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well,
Kobe White ain't running shit.
Just to score. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
So they saying Kobe White is kicking ass when I'm not.
Free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And 2 free throws coming.
I don't think Kobe White cold.
With all the content.
He can get this shit back. And then send straight to the line.
More of a natural scorer than passer.
He's a natural free thrower.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White. Wizards trail by 6. I've been looking around. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Washington, that's good.
Well, just staying alert. Great setup that time by Levine.
Poole with it. He has 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Wizards have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee with the break. Valanciunas, good.
I think we know
who the fuck didn't go for the ball, Zach?
Inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
Wasted no time on that one. Washington's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And here's Poole for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Poole's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, Jordan Poole answers with the long-range shot. Nicely done.
And here's Washington outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. That's a foul.
I fouled his bitch ass.
That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
So both teams making some changes here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Washington. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Well, Jordan Poole is no stranger to hunting his own shot, and he's ready on the catch opportunity there.
Washington, that's good.
Yeah, right.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Poole against Washington. Poole, no good. Bulls leading by 8. On the wing, Levine. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, the defense
that was me.
was
I
not
fouled.
interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
He's 0-1.
Damn it, they tied.
Brian Keith calling timeout.
They're gonna let these niggas tie.
Sure everybody's coordinated and intent. With a short break in the action, gives
y'all can't do shit without me.
To send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keith talked to his team during the break. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done?
That's bothering me.
Guys.
Thanks, David. We've got Bagley. Davis is out there with George. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
I'm just dunking on their ass now.
In a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Whoa!
Washington with it, and it's Bey picking him up. And then Washington with the dunk.
I'm going down.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Well, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Here's Davis, and he gets the bucket.
He got a free shot.
Davis has a talent for just slicing his way to a shot. His speed, precision will be great assets for him in the league.
And Vucevic kicks to Washington.
No, he's supposed to have got it, bro.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've hung back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Right the pass to Washington. Levine against Bay. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Washington. That 3 off the mark.
They saying defense like these niggas gonna listen.
After this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. To take the lead.
Oh, no.
Rebounded by Vucevic.
Time to dunk on their ass.
3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the
Oh, no.
Again, Chicago turns it
Went out of bounds.
Brogdon's checked in for Washington.
My fucking foot stepped out of bounds, y'all. Sorry, team. Sorry, team. Half-court trap.
Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And that timeout by Coach
Those are carefully
measured, wanting to make sure that
they're trying to beat the
is on
GOAT.
the same page here. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bagley. Sarr comes in for Sadiq Bey. Koulibaly, he's checked in for George. And Poole subbed in for Davis. And White kicks to Washington. And that one off.
Yeah, buddy.
Washington's got 6 here in this quarter. Washington trailing. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Damn. I know my team's gonna win. I know my team's gonna win without me. I know my team's gonna win without me. I know my team's gonna win without me.
And so it's Chicago winning
Oh,
this one.
man.
And with that, they remain
I
undefeated
fouled
in
out.
group play.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
What is the NBA Cup?
For Greg Anthony, Doris.
This was for the NBA Cup, and I fouled out, y'all. I still got some VC for fouling out.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA
like
dynasty.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we about to win.
Can't be reaching like that, MP.
Shut your ass up. I was about to go crazy on their ass now.
Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight.
All right, now it's 2000. Let me see. We about to destroy them.
MP, you got that look in your eye.
We about to destroy them. He said I got that look in my eye. This is destroyed. I'm ready to win. 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 Give me that. 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 They hit the ball, bro. Come on, y'all keep hitting on ball. Y'all all shooting when I'm shooting. I'm the MVP. Let the MVP shoot. Let the MVP shoot. Let the MVP shoot, y'all.
And a peek into the locker room.
Players soaking
in the last.
Y'all laughing. Wasn't it 10 points?
Sport,
10 points last time. This is a dub.
For you fans out there.
We about to win 20.
Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy
20 wins
Thanksgiving
on this
Eve to
one
you
game.
as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something
This is the
special
dub.
about watching basketball during the holiday season.
Give me that shit. This is
And
the
we're
dub,
in for
bitch.
a treat.
And the starting group.
This is the dub.
Watch out below.
Big finish.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole
playing with
building.
me.
Oh, what a slam. Look here. The fans going crazy right now.
This is my court.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Drains the triple.
Beyond the arc is a spot on the floor. Carter Jr. has worked hard to improve since entering the league.
Williams. Soft
That's how we
touch
do
off
it,
the
baby.
glass.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Banchero. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Back to Washington. Vucevic, the pass to Levine. It's picked off. Here we go, all alone. Here's Banchero. Finished off the break.
I've seen him push somebody. Did he just push you, dog?
On the Jets. I mean, he doesn't
Yeah,
allow
did
the
he push
defense
you,
to
dog?
catch up on him at all.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always
That's how we
there,
do it, teamwork.
ultra reliable, plays
Pushed
both
him, but
ends,
nah.
doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams.
Get out, Zach.
And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level.
Get out, Zach.
Only
It's
one
time to
miss
get
in
off.
the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Left side, Caldwell-Pope kicks it out to Wagner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Wagner with the right
I don't know what they own.
answer on the three. Pretty impressive right there.
And there's the foul.
Well,
it's
Zach.
on Zach Levine.
That's
his
on
first
you,
foul
Zach.
of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Caldwell.
Y'all let Caldwell get a fucking point.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Washington, a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Washington outside. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Carter. Chicago's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Williams finds White. The 3 from Washington.
Damn, I couldn't get that bitch.
Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays. Well, you know, the
We went against the Wizards. We just whooped these
guys feel
matchups.
like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. What a fantastic second year for
How you go out of bounds, bro? 20-19. Come on, man.
Chicago's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. They've got Anthony, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
I knew that was off.
Washington missing. Orlando's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter.
He don't look that black.
There's the drive and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Orlando's shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts.
Mixed maybe, but not black.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for Orlando, Black, taking 2 shots.
I would say light skin, really.
And no luck that time either.
Come on,
Chicago trailing here. Shoots. The putback. Controls the rebound.
My nigga Levine. Oh, that's
Nicholas. First points of the game.
Establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Come on, man. I just reached my hand down for a second. Get aggressive,
Chicago on D. Pass to Black.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so
All right,
far.
that time I did that on purpose. That was second foul. I wanted to hurt him, though, but I can't hurt him.
Here's De Silva. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
See, if I hurt him, see? He wouldn't have been able to do that. They said he was black.
These teams trading punches right now.
Yeah, the proof.
It's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Washington passes to Williams. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 5 points. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Now here's Anthony. 15 in his last outing. Black, no good.
He's got to be mad at himself.
Always bet on black.
Won't get a better look than that.
To the paint. Here's Williams. And he floats it in for the easy 2.
Float like the Holy Ghost.
Sweet setup on that one.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there. Already he's looking at his third foul.
I pushed him.
Looking to sit him down until the third quarter.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in.
I better
for
get a bunch of shots.
Suggs comes in for Howard. And the Bulls also making a change. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Now here's Anthony. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. The 3 from Suggs. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Who, a nigga named Suggs? Of course it's off the mark.
Suggs. He is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And
I was defending that shit.
How to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Here's Black. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. No good again that time. Bulls leading by 7. Outside Horton Tucker. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I keep fouling, man.
And it's so early yet.
I keep fouling, man.
Grant, with players getting bigger and more.
Well, listen, Coach, if it wasn't for me to foul, we wouldn't be up so much.
So
they don't like fouls.
Finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone.
Hey, bitch-ass niggas,
Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
These niggas are scared to get fouled out here. Let's keep up. No more fouling. Don't look at Shaq's head. Too shady. It makes me want chocolate.
They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
Wouldn't sound bad right now.
All right, let's switch it over. And that is going to do.
Come on.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance. And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half, man.
Number 1, Washington.
The 3 from Washington.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Van Carroll finds Suggs on the take. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low, Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. Yeah, good to see Suggs.
All right, Levine.
This will only help with his confidence.
That's up to you. It's up to you, Levine.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there it is for him. Suggs has got 9 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response. Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find
no, they didn't.
And let's send it over to Ali.
They be trying to come back, bro. We about to hold a championship, bro. I can feel it.
He said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes. Play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to.
Man, that nigga didn't screen for me.
He's certainly got the skill level.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Wagner for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Washington's shot is good.
How about that
I
wonderful
floated like a Holy
floater
Ghost.
he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Magic trail by 8. Pass to Wagner. Here's Van Carroll. Williams defending. Van Carroll outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And Levine!
Damn, dunking over niggas.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Williams has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Washington. 2 points. That one goes.
I should have dunked on his
ass. 12-point Chicago lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Craig's checked in for Vucevic. Phillips comes in for Williams. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Zach
Damn,
Levine.
he quick.
And it's Josh Giddey in.
That little nigga was fast,
and
y'all.
he comes up with a bucket.
I think he's like 16
3
years
minutes
younger
gone
than
now
me.
in the third quarter. Pass to Washington. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Shot on your young ass, boy.
Washington's got 14 points.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a
More
much
than
different version of him
2015
in this
and
half,
shit.
guys. He's been
Damn it,
sharper, more
he did it.
focused, and more assertive.
He did some shit on these
No
young
good.
boys. No. I'm going to do it to him.
Chicago leading by 13.
Yeah.
Washington left side.
Oh,
Orlando with the
man, that was
rebound.
something Magic Johnson taught me.
Like a do over there. Quality look inside.
Black passes to Carter. Nice assist and nice
Damn it.
finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got
I'm going to
6.
fix my three.
Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
Another 3 for Chicago.
I just love the ball movement.
Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Wagner, the pass to Carter.
Just a little too aggressive.
Wait, is that too many fouls? That's way too many fouls, y'all.
We've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
It will be my last foul.
Pass to Howard. Banchero outside. Banchero, great position.
Y'all let him do that. I ain't want to get that foul.
That's just inexcusable. I mean, you gotta box out Banchero or he'll make you pay dearly.
We've got Cole Anthony, and it's Black in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
What?
They're playing too soft on the
They did that on purpose, man. I did not do that. Damn, we whooped their ass.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily to walk into enemy territory.
I'm just going to games, fouling out every game. I don't deserve VC that time. You're right, you're right. I don't deserve it, I don't deserve it. That fouling helped, y'all. Show them dominance.
Get some extra rest tonight.
Show them some dominance, you know what I'm saying? Here they are, second in the East, and we the first in the West. You're 20-0, y'all. Celtics ain't on our level. I gotta whoop them twice. Oh shit.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for? $0.55. I'm done.